everybody having a good morning. I just wanted to get on here and, talk about my Panther story, what made me fall in love with Panther cars, So it started about, I want to say, my first Panther was a 94 Crown Vic. It was a POS, okay? I drove to Delaware to get that car. I found that car on Auto Trader. It was $1,300, and I drove down to Delaware to get it. And when I got down there, red flags immediately. The address that the car was listed as being at was at a dealership lot. When I got there to the address at the dealership lot, the car was not there. They said the car is at our other lot, okay? So I go to the other lot, I pull up, it's literally like a dirt lot with a trailer on it, like a fucking trailer. Like, it looked horrible. The car had a hole in the floor, and my gut was telling me don't buy this car. But I drove all the way down. My homeboy took me all the way down there. You know what I mean? I was like, I came all the way down here. I might as well just go ahead and get the car. So I went ahead and got the car. Coming back across the Bay Bridge, check engine light come on. That car lasted me a month, okay? It was rusty, it was crusty. I ain't really know nothing about really buying no cars on my own. You know what I'm saying? It was really me buying my first car. Like, not my first car, but me actually going and buying a car myself for the first time. So, anyway, that car was a POS. It didn't last me long, about a month. My second Panther was a 96 LS Digital Dash Bayshore Edition. If you're not familiar with what a Bayshore Edition is, it's a two-tone leather, two-tone interior. The top half of the dash and the doors was blue. The bottom half was like a light gray. Same thing with the leather. Top half was blue. Bottom half was like a light gray. You can look it up on on Google. You can Google Bayshore Edition Mercury Grand Marquis, and the image will pop up. And if I'm able to put some pictures in this video, I definitely do that. But that was my second Mercury. I bought that one right when I had my first daughter. I didn't even need a car at the time. I had a 91 Chrysler New Yorker, 5th Avenue. Clean. I'm talking about everywhere I went in that car, old people would pull up like, damn, young man, that's a nice car. And I'm like, I appreciate that, you feel me? I bought that joint out the penny saver from an old lady, you know what I'm saying, who bought it from another older lady. So it was in pristine condition, that 91 5th Avenue. I don't have no pictures of that car because around that time, you know what I'm saying, this was before phones, you know what I mean, you really could take pictures like that on your phone. You know what I mean? It wasn't really no social media like that. So really wasn't nobody snapping pics like, you know what I mean, to keep up with, unless you like taking pictures of your kids. But back then we using bona fide cameras. So anyway, one day I was riding and I rode past this garage spot, and sitting out front they had a blue Mercury. And at this time, car clubs had just really started to get heavy down here. You know what I mean? And growing up, I always, once I really got in, like, started to look at cars, I always like Caprices and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, those was what I like, because, you know what I mean, those was what I was around, so that's what I was liking. But once the car club scene hit, and I seen, like, Marquises and Vics like that, oh, that was it. I never forget when I saw BFACJ and my man Robbie, just two deep, cruddy and thick whites, and I was like, oh, it's a go. Whatever they doing, I need to be with it. Whatever they doing, I need to get down. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't even need a car. I was riding past, it was tax time, and I seen this car. When I went over and looked at it, I seen the interior. I said, oh yeah, I'm getting this, because ain't nobody else got one. Ain't nobody else in the city got one like this, you know what I mean, with the two-tone interior, so I'm getting it. I think I paid like $26.80 for that car, like $26.80. And to date, that is the most I've paid for a Panther car. You know what I'm saying? And I had that car from the time I had my daughter, so 2007. I had that car about 6 years, and that car did me justice. Like, that's what really made me fall in love with Mercury's, with Panther cars in a whole, because that car did me solid. Okay, it was times where I was fucked up and I really couldn't keep up on the maintenance, but that car never once left me stranded, never had me nowhere, you know what I mean, looking crazy. So I had that car for about 6 years, I want to say, and I planned on driving that car till it was a dub. And one day I was coming home from work, and lady ran a stop sign, boom, T-boned me, pushed me across oncoming traffic, literally up onto somebody's lawn. Like, I went up the hill, like I went up their grass, and literally stopped like maybe an inch or two from their basement window. You understand what I'm saying? So of course, being the year, the car, and the mileage on it, because at that time I had it, when I bought it, it was like 113, 116, something like that. And when lady hit me and totaled it out, it was like 184. So with the mileage on it in a year, you know what I'm saying, they totaled it out, they cashed me out, I think like 16, not like 26, I want to say like 26, maybe closer to 3. So with that, I had went and got Lincoln LS, but that's a story for another day, because those is POSs too. They hit and misses, you know what I'm saying? But so, you know, after that, my third Panther was another 96, but this one was a GS. I found this one on Craigslist, and that one I paid $500 for. No picture, no nothing. I was combing Craigslist. I was looking for another one. I wanted another one after, you know what I'm saying, some shit had happened and I had to get rid of, you know what I'm saying, my other car that I was driving at the time. So I wanted another one. So I was faithfully on Craigslist, just refreshing, and finally one popped up. But like I said, it didn't have a picture or nothing. It was just a listing. 1996 Mercury Grand Marquis. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, whatever. I hit shorty up. I went ahead and I went out and went to go look at it. And man, when I went down there, old girl, she pointed me to, it was an elderly guy sitting on a bench. She pointed me to the elderly guy. She said, go talk to him. It was her dad. I gave this man the $500. Now, when I say this man handed me a thick-ass folder, he handed me a thick-ass folder. The car had been in the family the entirety of the car. The entire life of the car had been with them. They had the check from the bank when the bank approved them to get the loan to get the car. They had the check they took to the dealership, window sticker, you know what I'm saying? They had a bunch of stuff in that folder. All of every single piece of paperwork, every time oil change, everything done to that car was in that folder. And I had that car for a minute. The only thing that was wrong with it, which most Panther cars, you know what I'm saying, if you get them after they've been sitting for a while, the windows didn't work. The rear windows didn't go up and down, but I didn't care because the air and the heat worked. So it wasn't something that bothered me, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I paid $500 for that car, and I had that car also for a decent little minute, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, while I had that car, my kid's mother, she had a 2002 LS, and she was like, it was something wrong with it, whereas though it was something wrong with the ignition. It needed a new key program, but she didn't know that, and I didn't even know that at the time. It needed a new key program. But anyway, she wanted to get rid of it. She was tired of dealing with it, so she was like, she just want a couple of dollars, you know what I'm saying, enough to go to the dealership or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to put a down payment on a car. So I was like, well, what you want? She was like, give me $300. So I gave her $300, you feel me? And I had a 2002, a gold joint, you know what I'm saying, leather, all that, you know what I'm saying? And I had both of them. I had the 96 and I had the 2002 at the same time. And you know, I had started working for Lyft, and you know, I was using, they gave me a car to use, and at the time I wasn't using my two cars, so I sold one I sold the gold one first, which is the 2002. I sold that one first. And, right, I was getting ready to move from where I was at. So, like I said, I was doing Lyft. So I'm like, ain't no sense in paying insurance on the Mercury and just keep having it when, I'm doing this thing with Lyft and I'm using their car 99% of the time, and insurance and all that is covered. So I figured why, keep the Mercury. Bad idea. I got rid of the Mercury. Anyway, so I sold the Mercury, and a little bit after that, I had a situation with Lyft, and I had to stop dealing with them. Better yet, let's say they stopped dealing with me, on trying to protect myself. But anyway, so, after that, I was SOL. I ain't had no wheels. You feel me? I had to be making moves, catching the train, catching the bus, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't do the Lyft and the Uber. I'm not comfortable with somebody I don't know driving me around. You understand what I'm saying? So that's never really been my bag. The bus and the train, I feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because something happened on a bus, unless it's like something tragic, like T-boned by another bus or a train or something, you most of the time you're going to be good. You know what I mean? But in another car with somebody driving that I really don't know, I wasn't comfortable. So I never really liked the Lyft or the Uber thing. But, so, fast forward, I'm on Craigslist again. And, I'm looking for a car. And up pops 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis. You feel me? It had like 3 pictures on there. Like, not even really good pictures, but like 3 pictures on there. So, I called up the dude. He wanted $799. That was how much the ad was for. $799. So I called dude up. I said, hey, I'm interested. I want to come take a look at the car. Blah, 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 blah. So he like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I would tell him, I said, he was asking me what time I'm going to come. I said, well, I ain't mobile right now. You know what I mean? I'll let you know as soon as I can get a ride. I can come through and, look at the car or whatever. And he like, man, shit, if you're really interested, I'll come pick you up so you would come look at the car. I said, bet. So he come pick me up the next day. You know what I'm saying? He brings me to go look at the car. Soon as he turned the corner into his little cul-de-sac spot and I seen the car, I started praying. I said, please let everything be good with this car. Because once again, it was one that I never seen nobody else with, okay? This joint had a Continental kit on the back, like the extra spare, the hump for the extra spare tire. Even though it's nothing back there, it's just a hump. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I've never seen nobody else in the city with one. So I'm like, please let everything be good with this car so I could go ahead and get this car. Took it for a test drive. You feel me? I think the idler arm, or no, it was the pitman arm or something. Something was broke on there, but it wasn't nothing major. You feel me? It was something slight. So other than that, everything, it ran good. You feel me? It had a bunch of new parts on it. It had 193,000 miles on it, but that didn't scare me because I you know what I'm saying? These Panther cars, I know they can run. So that didn't even scare me at all for real. So I bought it. $799. I gave him $8. He gave me $1 back. I'm like, bro, you must got a bill to pay or something. You know what I mean? $799. And I've been driving that. Well, I'm not currently driving it now. It's sitting in front of the house because it need a radiator and some spark plugs because it's misfiring. But I drove that car. It's still drivable. It's still a drivable car. I still own that car. I love that car. I'm gonna make a video on that car. Once I get it back up and running, because I don't want to make a video of it just sitting there. You feel me? I want to make a video of it just on and running and just looking good like how I normally look. So anyway, you know what I mean? Got that car and $799, 193,000 miles, and that car has been reliable. For me and my family. My wife loved that car. It's been a few times where I thought about getting rid of that car. My wife was like, no, I love that car. You gonna keep that car. We gonna keep that car. So it's still there. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I've never seen another one like it. Well, after I got it, I saw another one here in my state. It was driven by an elderly white gentleman when I pulled up on him, I believe I scared him because it was early in the morning. I was on my way to work. You know what I'm saying? I was partaking in my early morning breakfast. You know what I'm saying? A smoke-filled breakfast. You know, so that early in the morning, I was hitting my high beams on him, and I rolled up on him, rolled the windows down, smoke come bellowing out. I know I probably scared him off. You know what I mean? Because I asked him, I said, "Hey, would you ever want to sell?" He said, "No," and rolled the windows up and hauled that. So I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." You know, but also, you know, I like I said, I'm in my 95 right now, which I paid $200 for. You know, got this one from an elderly couple, 150. When I bought it, had 152,000 miles. Right now, it's at 155. And this car has been fucking great to me. You know what I mean? I haven't, like I said, since I've had, I paid $200 for it. Since I've had it, I'm into it a little bit over 1,000. And you know, it's a great runner. I got a few little plans for this jump. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, while I had both of these cars, the 2000 and the 95, I used to work at a synagogue, and there was a lady there. She had a 98. And, you know, when I first saw her pull it out, I said, "Hey, you ever want to sell that? I want to get first dibs on that." You understand what I'm saying? And during Corona, during the pandemic, she called me and was like, "Hey, you know what I mean? You still interested in the car?" And I told her, I said, "You know what I mean? I am still interested in the car, but I had just got furloughed from work, and temporary furlough turned into a permanent layoff because wasn't nobody renting cars." You know what I'm saying? So they laid off a whole gang of us. So, you know what I mean? I let her know the situation. She said, okay. You know, she called me back later on that night. She said she talked to her husband. And when I say God is good, she was like, "Look, I talked to my husband." She said, "You can come get the car. It's free. If you want it, it's yours. You can come get it." So I went, got it. I got a little short video on my channel here of me driving it back from their crib. And you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing really wrong with that car either. It had a few little issues, but it was stuff that could have got sorted out. So at one point, I had 3 of them, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the parking lot at my apartment complex, and I had them lined up by the years. I had the 95, the 98, and the 2000 lined up just like that. You feel me? I used to love looking outside off my balcony and seeing all 3 of them bitches lined up like that, all pretty. But you know, I only had 1 set of tags, keeping it all the way funky. I had 1 set of tags. So I was floating the 1 set of tags in between all 3 cars. You know what I mean? And one day I made a move, you feel me? And something happened while I was making a move. So I had to come back and you know what I mean? Basically, I put the 98 on Marketplace, got rid of that for a quick little 9 because I didn't pay nothing for it. So anything I made off of it was pure profit. So I got rid of that, and like I said, right now I currently got 2, my 95 and my 2000. But I love these cars, man. Like, I absolutely love these cars. I still haven't owned a town car, but I figure once I get a little bit more up there in age, probably once I'm like in my 45s, you know what I'm saying? Early 50s maybe, because I'm almost 40. But once I get to maybe like 45 or something, you know what I mean, then I go grab me a town car, because I've always looked for one when I've been looking for Panther cars. It's just I never was able to find, you know, one good one within the time frame, and you know, that was good. So, you know, but other than that, yeah, man, like I absolutely love the Panther platform. You know what I'm saying? Man, these cars will run forever. If you keep up with your car, man, these cars will run forever. Your car take care of you if you take care of your car. You hear me? And these Panther cars, man, they been taking care of me. You know what I'm saying? My mother, like, every time I get a car, or every time I'm about to get a car, my mother, "Why you keep getting the same car?" I gotta tell her mine. Cause I know these cars, man. Like, my car is reliable. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like these new cars nowadays that's majority of plastic. It's hard for you to work on them yourself. You gotta take it to a dealership. You need a laptop to plug into it and all that. Nah, you feel me? Like, with these cars, the parts is easy to come by. You feel me? If you in the DMV area, I'ma tell you, Dave at the cab stand. Dave at the cab stand on Wabash. You know what I'm saying? If you're in Baltimore, if you know, Dave at the cab stand. Dave done kept me moving a lot of days when it was some shit that I ain't feel like doing or I couldn't do because I don't own the lift, or you know what I'm saying. So yeah, if in your city, if it's a cab stand, they got a cab stand, and you know what I'm saying, I would recommend going over there and finding out, because you know Crown Vics and that's what they used to use for taxi cabs. You know what I'm saying? Lincolns and all that. So if you got a cab stand in your city, they might not have Crown Vics no more, but I'm pretty sure the mechanics that's there, you know what I'm saying, they might be able to help you out. But if you're in the DMV, Dave at the cab stand on Wabash, Howard Motors, Dave will put you together, shorty. But I love these Panther cars, man. You know what I'm saying? I already got it in my mind, like, I don't ever see myself really owning nothing else. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I might get something else. I do like them Chargers. I ain't gonna lie. I like them Chargers. I might get one of them. But I'm definitely always gonna have a Panther on deck. I'm definitely always gonna have a Panther on deck. Just for the simple fact, man, because like I said, I love these cars. I love these cars. You feel me? If I can get a two-door box, everybody like Marauder. For me, a two-door box, whether it's a Merc or a Vic, a two-door box. If I can get a two-door box, oh, it's over. That's because that's my dream shit right there, a two-door box. And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I don't really see myself owning nothing else really besides a Panther. I'm a Panther guy. I'm not going to be like all the rest of Panther guys. Now, I ain't going to hate on y'all because, like I said, I like the Chargers too. So eventually I'm going to get a Charger, but I'm going to keep this motherfucking Merc or a Vic or something. I'm always going to have one in a Ducky. You feel me? Just because that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? And just the Panther cars, man. Like I said, these cars will be good to you if you good to them. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing for me. Like I said, I'm from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Well, I grew up in Baltimore. So for me, when the car club scene first jumped off down here, man, thick whites and cruddies, thick white wall tires, and just 5% tint with the ass end of your car jacked up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wasn't doing that, but that was really what was the thing down here for real. You know what I'm saying? The thick whites and the cruddies. So, you know, like the car club scene down here used to be super duper lit. It's not as lit as it used to be, but it's starting to get back to what it was, you know. But yeah, man, I love these Panther cars, man. You know, I'm always on the lookout. You know what I mean? I find most of them, you know, Marketplace, Craigslist. I ride past, I do alleys, I ride through alleys. You know what I'm saying? When I'm going places, I take, if I'm doing GPS, you know what I mean? If I'm on the way back, I do the option where it don't take me to highway, so I can go to back roads and I can see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. So I always know where it's a few at, just in case, you know what I mean, I need to go put a couple failures out just in case I need one, you know what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean, like I said, these Panther cars, man, they super reliable. I love them. You know, it's good driving cars if you keep up on them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm more partial now to the Arrows. I love the Arrows, even though I got the Whale and the Arrow. You know, to me, in my mind, I just think the Arrow is faster. I don't know why. In my mind, I just feel like the Arrow is faster than the Whale. You know what I mean? But I love these Panther cars, man. And the community out there is a big community. You know what I'm saying? I watch everybody video that's out there. If your video is under Crown Vic or Grand Marquis, I'm pretty sure I probably done watched it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of my things that I do, you know what I mean, on a daily. I just get on YouTube and I search Grand Marquis and I do the you know, the latest updates on videos. And I just watch the videos for the Crown Vics, the town cars. You know what I mean? I'm just into the Panther things. I want to see what everybody else got going on. You know what I'm saying? Love what you drive. I like how he doing, you know what I'm saying, the interviews of people showing, you know what I mean, talking about their cars and what they plan on doing to their cars. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Random. I like everybody. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not gonna say I hate. But the only person out there that's doing anything with Crown Vics that I kind of say I don't like, but I'm not gonna say I hate, is old boy down there at the Freedom Factory, when you got all them cars, man, you bought up, you drove the price up, bro. It was solely on you, because I feel like you the biggest, you had the largest, you know what I'm saying, far as like fan base of all these other big YouTubers. Once they saw what you was doing with the VIX, now they want to go grab up, you know what I'm saying, VIX and do what they do. So the prices then gone super duper crazy, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know. I just wanted to get that out there, a little video, get that off, you know, let people know, like, I love these Panther cars, man. These cars have been fucking great to me, you know what I mean? And I love the community for the most part. A lot of people are solid, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always down to help you if you need help. Shout out Crew Cab Mustang, my man Tyler, you know what I'm saying? Them boys, they 1 in a million. They 1 in a million. Cause the other day when the Merc was down, boy, I just hit him. I said, yo, the Merc is down. Them boys pulled up on me in like 30 minutes. You hear me? Just dead offering assistance and was willing to sit with me till the truck came. You understand what I'm saying? Like the camaraderie of this Panther shit, man, is, you know what I'm saying? When you come across the right people, I don't know, you can see out the corner right there, that's my baby. I'm gonna give y'all a shot of that in a second. But you know what I mean? You come across the right people in this car shit, man, especially with these Panthers, you gonna meet some solid people. You're gonna meet some solid people for real, because I know I have. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna be messing with this CVB prospect shit, and that's solely on the strength of my man Ron. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on, he the one that put me on with Dave. You know what I'm saying? Because he seen me walking one day, and he like, bro, you got 2 cars. Like, why is you walking? You feel me? I was dealing with another mechanic, had me all the way left. So, you know what I mean? After that, you know what I mean? He put me on with Dave. And like I said, he always been stand up. So once he like, yo, you know what I mean? I want you pop out. I said, all right, cool. You feel me? I'll pop out on the strength of you. You understand what I'm saying? But there go my blue baby right there. You understand what I'm saying? Video gonna come. I'm gonna get the radiator done. You feel me? I'm gonna get the spark plugs done too. And I'm gonna bring that motherfucker out. I'm gonna bring that pretty bitch out. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a full tour so y'all can really see what she look like. Cause right now she over there, she looking dirty. She ain't really looking like nothing. You know what I mean? She's still a sexy bitch just sitting though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, man, I mean, that's really all it was for real. You know what I mean? I love the Panthers. Sorry about my hand. I love the Panthers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I'm not the only one out here. The community is big. Like I said, I watch all y'all videos, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that watch my video, I appreciate the love. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to keep making these videos, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to do this. You know what I mean? Just ain't do it. And I really want to challenge everybody. If you watch this video and you got a car, a Panther car, make a video about your car if you haven't already made one, man. Make a video about your car, because I want to see it. I want to see what you got done, because that shit'll fuck around, give me some ideas on what I could do to mine. You hear me? So if you got a Crown Vic, a Marquis, a town car, Marauder, whatever the case may be, if you watching this video and make a video of your car and put that shit on YouTube. You feel me? Come in my comment, tell me like, yo, I just made a video of my car. Check my shit out. I check your shit out, bro. Like it, comment, all that. If you gonna keep making videos, I'm gonna subscribe. You feel me? Cause I want to see everybody shit that they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Cause it, like I said, it builds a community and it gives us all ideas. You feel me? The Panther Mafia dudes, they down there, they doing their thing heavy. You feel me? We got Panther Mafia boys out here doing they shit real heavy. You know what I'm saying? Chad and all them. Chad shit is one of the hardest shits. Him and fucking John. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 of the hardest Panthers, hands down. Scurry 03, and I think Chad shit is still just Chad Lemon, I think. I'm not sure. But, you know what I'm saying? DIY shit, his shit be looking crazy, bro. That, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of clean cars in the city that I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of clean cars with CVB. Definitely is, you feel me? got one of the only lowriders in the city, Mac Reds. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's the Panther shit, man. You know, it's a great community when you come across the right people. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait for the Panther People movie to come out too. I know that's gonna be crazy. Like, I wish it was a way that everybody could just link up. You feel me? And everybody just watch that shit like a drive-in type feel. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope. But yeah, man, everybody have a blessed motherfucking day. I just got off work. I'm about to go in here. I'm about to put one together. You hear me? And I'ma just do what it do. Y'all stay blessed up. If y'all enjoy the video, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. And y'all stay blessed.